Okay boys, so the game number 5, the score is 2-2 in the best of 9 challenge in the 3v3 pro department on the patch 1.00 in BFME 2. Sorry, I was hitting my microphone. We have the Dwarven player called God. His ally is the blue Isengard player Sauron. His ally is the yellow Isengard player or green Isengard player Achillio. Their opponents, the blue Elven player Vagar. His ally in the middle is the purple Mordor player King FHR, and his ally at the bottom right side is the green Dwarven player Petito or Petito or Potato. I don't know, potatoes. And now Mustafa is observing. They actually kind of have like a replacement system in which the player who was performing the wars is being replaced by either one of these players. We have like a core team and a replacement team. So Isengard is rushing Lords, the fighting Uruk-hai. Go Lords. They are bringing the hobbits to Isengard. Look at them running, boys. Dude, I cannot believe that this game was made in 2004, 2005, you know? It's still a phenomenal game. Being 18 years old, you still have a good, you know, amazing graphics for an RTS game. It's still very good. There's a Felby's rush for Mordor. And this dude over here is rushing, of course, Gloin. Gloin. Also for this dude, at the bottom left side, this is the orange Dwarven player called God. And Lourdes is passing through him. He's looking, he's on the hunt for the halfling flesh. I smell man flesh. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. Deathbed army. There is always hope, my young Padawan. There is a Warg Rider battalion here. The whole ability basically gives what? What? 150% damage boost? That seems reasonable. That seems reasonable. Crossbowmen around the fortress. Yeah, they know, you know, they know what they are expecting to face against. Beautiful hit with the Nazgul. Get a level and a half, just like that. Leveling up crazy fast, crazy effective. Big pressure. The pikemen, the phalanx are coming to destroy the Uruk pit from Sauron. The Uruk pit is made of paper too. Just like everything else, the buildings are just too squishy, and I think it's a fast-paced game, you know. It's a fast-paced game. It's not meant to last an hour to finish a game. I think it's quite fun to have like the ability to destroy things in a few seconds. The Mannschaft here is going to be destroyed next. Lords also on the fields here for the Achillio, for the other Isengard player. The fortress is being attacked. Gloin is also around here, by the way. This is Gloin also from the opponent team, let me check. Yep, Petito or Petito is using his Gloin to siege the Isengard fortress. Lures had one line of dialogue in Fellowship, and it was still better than the whole Rings of Power acting. True. Agree with that one. Heal. Look, Gloin. Oh, cripple. You shall not pass. This is a one Warg Rider. I swear to you guys, I thought this is a Charku. Lords the Carnage. You don't touch my tralala, Gloin. Best regards to your son Gimli. He's next. The fortress is safe for now. There comes a commitment here from the Lords. Lords has the Carnage bugged. He doesn't get the bonus damage here from the Carnage, by the way. And he's running for his life. The fortress is not going to be finished off this time. And Sauron was able to save the fortress, so that's good. Warg Pit into the Warg Riders. The Isengard Keep Tower is building up here. Isengard likes towers. That's why the film was dedicated to Isengard with the Lord of the Rings and the 2 towers. When this, by the way, guys, I mean, of course you know, but in the case you don't know, in 2 towers they are talking about Barad-dûr from the Mordor and Orthanc from Isengard. The union of these 2 towers, but they never fight together, to be honest with you, right? It was kind of odd, because in the fight of Helm's Deep, Mordor didn't even support Isengard at all. Isengard was soloing Rohan. He didn't even use Eye of Sauron to give leadership. Can you imagine that? How selfish Sauron is. He wanted to keep everything for himself. At least use Eye of Sauron, you know what I mean? At least send a drama troll to support with leadership. Imagine a drama troll would support all of this Isengard army in Helm's Deep in the films. It would be a different story. And you have 50% more damage and armor. It's gonna change everything. Builder. Look at them. Dwarven builder with long beard. But BFME 2 has always been something unique, something different to me. Because the difference between BFME 1 and BFME 2 is so big. So incredible big. in every single aspect. I mean, they change. Can you imagine, you know, EA Games making Battle for Middle-earth 1 in 2004, and then they make BFME 2, and you know, normally you would add a couple of new factions, but they change everything about the game. Everything, the PowerPoint system, the building system, everything has been changed, right? And then they make an expansion of BFME 2, the Rise of the Witch King, by adding a new faction. So, but they never did it for BFME 1. Imagine if EA Games was actually making an expansion for BFME 1, like BFME 1 and the, you know, the rise of the Lorien warriors and stuff. Then you introduce the Elven faction into the BFME 1, and then you make another expansion, Battle for Middle-earth 1, and the return of the Goblin Town. Then you introduce the Goblin faction. But they never did that, you know. They had so many opportunities. I'm so mad at EA Games, man. They've screwed this up so hard. Imagine Shanks commented the Uruk-hai army. To be honest, I think everybody who is semi-decent would have won the fight. They were just too bad, you know. They didn't have a commander, you know. Lourdes was dead, Ugluk was not around. This is like the thing. The size of the army doesn't mean everything. You need to have like a good strat, you know. They were hoping that they are able to overwhelm the opponent by their numbers, but the strat was kind of bad, I'm being honest. They could have played this so much better. They had freezing arena active, no leadership for the enemy units. Just cripple the heroes, you know. Just focus. The focus is important. You just focus the guy who's screaming the most, who was Aragorn. Aragorn was like, Evalin! And he was screaming. He was like the leader. It's obvious. Even on your Uruk, you can see that. Kill Aragorn, and the enemy will lose leadership bonuses. You know, you will kill Aragorn, they lose 50% damage leadership, and they cry a bit about Aragorn, and then it's over. Look, this troll is so weak against Lourdes. Lourdes attack speed so slow. Watch this. Look, attack speed, boys. 1, 2, 3. So slow. Attacks extremely slow. Okay? The same situation also for the opposite team here. Sauron doing the same. We have a Goblin Cave, Goblin Cave, Goblin Cave, and a Spider Pit into the Spiderlings. On the other side, we see this Isengard going for the Vork Pit into the Vork Riders, and his ally is going for the double Orc thread. The creep secured by Isengard player. And he's gonna leave the last hit to Lourdes, King FHR. So there's gonna be a level 3 Lourdes. Boom, here's the Carnage unlocked. And with level 4, you have to cripple immediately, okay. So you can cripple with level 1 already. You need to just use the bow mod, and then you are good to go. Okay. What is the... Oh, Tower Guards. Tower Guards are so cool units, but they are so weak, you know. I don't know, man. I like them, but I also dislike them. They have no shields in this game? How is this possible? Guys, do you see this? Their model have no shields at all. They have only a long spear, that's it. I mean, you can see with the shields, they look so much better. Let me change the music, I don't like this one. This one is good. Okay, let's go. Tower Guards without shields. Boromir, level 3, has the stun, and just like in the films, he's being hunted by the Lords. If he cripples you, you are dead. In a Carnage mode, you can't withstand Lords' damage, and just like in the films. He missed the cripple on him, okay. It's like in BFME, you can miss it apparently. I didn't even know that it's possible, okay. The statue is coming up here for the Elven player, Mustafa. And they have a big fight around this area. Statue is giving you a big damage boost, by the way, 50% damage in armor. That's a very, very important leadership, which can definitely help you to win those fights way harder. And look at this, archers are dominating the goblins in a few seconds, and the money got secured by the right side team. In the meantime, this player is under pressure though. There are some pikemen, including Lourdes with Carnage attacking the fortress, so he needs some help. They are hard focusing Sauron every single time, and Sauron needs some assistance. Does he have an ally with Rebuild? Oh my, this fortress has been taken down already? If you blink 1 second, you miss the action. You lost the whole fortress. And again, you need to pay 5,000 to rebuild this. The This fortress might also be in trouble, by the way. It's very badly damaged, so one Warg Rider could actually be able to finish this in like 2 seconds. There is the Nazgul taking care of the remaining structures from the man player Achilleu. Achilleu is gonna be killed soon. There comes a big push with the Rallying Call. But again, the structural damage here is quite limited. Archers are not able to hurt the buildings as much as other units can. So yeah, you can kill Goblin Warriors, but you cannot destroy the buildings. So Kent Tranduil is not a very strong hero against buildings. Another Goblin Cave. The Goblin Warriors, they cost 75 here in this game. Quite cost efficient. The man player, he has only the barracks remaining. If the barracks falls, he will be defeated. Blake, thanks for the 5 gifted, man. Appreciate the support. Really means a lot. Thank you so much, good sir. Thank you.
Flix just gifted 5 subs. What a pirate.
Thanks for the support. Thank you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Okay. Boromia. Level 5 is needed for leadership. Look, I think the leadership is identical for every single hero. They give the same stats. I like this windmill, by the way. This looks pretty nice. I mean, again, it's old game, but it's still looking good, you know? Lord is back in the business, level 3. Level 5 is required for leadership. Again, the same leadership for every hero in this game. This hero has no leadership, but he has debuff. And, you know, here you don't get clear information, for example, about the doubt. You see? Significantly reduces enemy armor and damage, but it doesn't give you percentages. So you know how much percentage. What is significant? Is it 20%? Is it 50%? Is it 100%? You don't know. You have no information about this. But by the way, this man player is still alive. And here, the goblin player lost the fortress. Petito, what a comeback. What a comeback. Outpost giving you plus 60. It's a lot of money. You can't get dismounted, by the way, with the Felbeast, boys. So the Felbeast is not working like it does in Rise of the Witch King, in which you can be mounted and dismounted. You can have mounted Nazguls. They can be dismounted too on horses. But the Felbeast is a Felbeast. It's not a Nazgul. It's a Felbeast, you know. So it has also not a Nazgul, I believe. Does it have a Nazgul? It has a Nazgul, but you can't dismount them. That's not possible. Doom Doom Doom. Tranduil, level 5. Tower coming up here. Lords. I mean, they need to make sure to protect this fortress. It's very low. One hit from an Nazgul, it's gonna be going down. Because the Achilleu, the man player, has lost the fortress, he cannot use the rebuild. He has only 1000. He has 275 command points. I believe he doesn't even have a builder. So the only thing that keeps him alive is the barracks. That's pretty much it. He has 2 of them. Technicolor, thanks for the resub.
Technicolor just resubscribed for 4 months. Ahoy! BFME1 is always better choice. LLLLLLLLE yayınlar.
Eyvallah kardeşim, sağ olasın. BFME1, you need to be honest, we made a lot of BFME1 content in the past. A lot. And my YouTube channel is pretty much dedicated to BFME1. So, you know, it's good from time to time to have some diversity between BFME1, 2 and Rise of the Witch King. It's good. And the left side team will be defeated. The right side team actually being victorious. I didn't see that coming though. I was expecting that the left side team will be winning as Achilleu. And what do you guys like the most? Do you guys also like watermelon and tangerine? Melon? Watermelon, or there are like 2 melons, right? So 2 melons. The watermelon and the honey melon. The more sweet melon. Men, elves, and goblins. Versus men, Isengard, and goblins. So Isengard, now we see every single time Isengard. Uruk Pit Work Pit opening, because you can. Who needs eco in 2022? Cantaloupe? What is this? I need to Google it. I don't know what this is actually in German. Cantaloupe. It's like the sweet melon, right? Cantaloupe melon. Yeah, I know that. The orange one. The problem is I like watermelon, but the thing is, it kind of fills my stomach immediately, and I need to pee every 5 minutes after eating this. Every 5 minutes. Spider Pit level 2 incoming, boys. The Goblin player. And on the right side, we have the team King FHR, by the way. So the score is dead even, 3-3. It's a best of 9. So whoever wins 5 games will be the winner. of the night. They do this quite frequently though. They do this, you know, 3v3 challenges against each other quite often. They enjoy this 1.00. I mean, Sauron and Mustafa, they also play 1.09. They also play Rise of the Witch King 2.02. So they played, even though it's only BFME, but they still play BFME in many different ways, you know. Dragon fruit? What is dragon fruit? This is from Dragon Ball Z. When you eat the dragon fruit, do you summon Shenlong? Can I have a wish? Long bottom leaf. Sharku level, I mean, not Sharku, Lord's level 3. I would love to see ceremony and stuff, but in Gandalf, of course, but I think they are too expensive. In the games, they don't last that long. Because in this game, you don't make that much eco. Your opening is the crucial part, you know? Because you don't have that much space to build resource buildings, you know, that's the problem. Like, how many resource buildings can you build? Yes, like 4 of them, but that's pretty much it. You can't build more than that. So your money income is gonna be quite limited. That's why the opening is very important. By the way, this player, the man player can recruit rangers. The Dunedain Rangers, they only cost 250 each too, they are quite cheap. But you see the picture, that's what I'm talking about. You see the picture, it's like a custom art design, not a picture from actual Rangers. Rohirrim. They are creeping with Theoden King on foot. It's so funny when he's on foot. Get mounted, King Theoden. He's gonna get mounted now. I will ride now with the Rohirrim. But he's weak, okay. It's weak. So you pretty much, the 1.00 Gandalf is like the 2.02 Gandalf. It's weak. Gandalf the Grey. Porcupine formation. Oh, cripple. Oh, draw your sword. Oh, he got stabbed multiple times by the Mifflons. Nice Hawk Strike. Boom. Bam. Buddha Bank. Heal. Legolas is tanky boy, what the heck? Lourdes needs like 20 hits to kill him. Heal. Carnage is gone now. Now you can only run, Lourdes. Can you run away from Legolas though? How you can, dancing around Rosie. But he's gonna run into the Mifflons and he will go down. You don't kill the elf today, Lourdes. Level 4 Legolas also hitting like a truck, by the way. Very, very strong. And Petito is just fine. Spider Riders are coming to the squad. They've also Spider Riders from the other Goblin player. They are also using the bow mod to shoot from a far distance. And Theoden is, by the way, level almost 4. So basically when they play men, they rush Theoden into Rohirrim. And because there are creeps on this map, they want to get into level 4 first. So you get the Glorious Charge unlocked. Which, by the way, gives you... Look, Theoden and nearby cavalry take only 10% of the normal damage. So they pretty much get 90% damage reduction, which is quite big. But you need to be level 4 first. But he's only level 3. Okay. Oh, but in the meantime, the counter push with the Theoden from the opposite team in Glorious Charge, Rohirrim 1 battalion. Power Guards are making it to the Rohirrim. Can they take care of them quite fast? Does he have rebuild? And let me check who's this player. This is Mustafa. Mustafa went for the... Let me check his power points. Mustafa went for the heal. He has no rebuild. But he has 3 power points. When he gets to 5, he can get it. But he doesn't need it. The fortress is just fine for now, but it got chunked big time from one single Rohirrim all alone. All alone, okay? But for now, no fortress has been destroyed yet. That's a good thing. At least for the right side team, the fortress are untouched. This fortress is very badly damaged, so Mustafa has to make sure to protect this. Sauron, his ally, playing the Isengard faction, going for the Wargs and Pikemen. He lost the Lords before, keep it in mind. While trying to kill the Legolas, and he's gonna revive him. There comes Lourdes for the second time. Leadership, I don't think it stacks. Look, it tells you does not stack, so you can have only one leadership active at the same time. But it's stronger in this game compared to Rise of the Witch King, in which it gives you only 33% or 25% rather. They even nerfed this more in the 9.0. In this game, it gives you double the value, 50-50. So it's more important. Which kind of makes sense in Rise of the Witch King because not every faction gets easy leadership. Oh my goodness, the Spider Riders though, with the bow mod. They are putting in nice pressure and... Oh, Mustafa is coming back to heal. For whatever reason. And yeah. Lots of units though. Theoden still level 3 by the way, not level 4 yet. Lords can creep this to get even level 4. That will bring him one step closer to leadership. But Isengard doesn't make a big army actually, you know, he makes only pikemen. And the main purpose here is simple: protect your fortress. That's like the go-to plan. Like there are two threats: protect your own fortress and destroy the enemy fortress. That's all it's about, you know. War chant, double leadership, level 5 spider riders hitting like a truck. Keef pads will be used. There comes the glorious charge on the spider riders. It looks cool. It actually looks pretty nice. Level 6. Tower guards are getting melted and he's trying to sneak in, you see? And the opponent team has to block him. There comes the rallying call for double buff. They're gonna go on a stable level 2. Look, it's going down like it's made of paper. Yep, sir. I mean, they can even go for the fortress if he wants to, but the glorious charge doesn't last forever. It's gone now, so you need to be playing around the cooldown. What is the cooldown of this thing? It's not that long, actually. It's a quarter back up already, so you can use it in a bit, in a minute and a half. One more time. Warg Riders. I think that's gonna be a crazy deadly combination too. Warg Riders with the 150% damage boost on the whole ability. If you combine this with the glorious charge, you will not only be able to deal crazy amount of damage, but also you will receive almost no damage, which will make like a crazy wombo combo potential. So this one doesn't give you damage, right? Nah, it doesn't give you damage. It only gives you damage reduction and slow resistant. So basically you don't slow down. Maybe it gives you damage, but it doesn't tell you in the description. It also doesn't tell you that you don't slow anymore when you use it. Guys, do you know, in the very first version of the BFME 1, on the patch 1.00, the glorious charge was making your units invincible. They would become immune to damage. Like no force can stop this charge and they become immortals, which was too broken. I mean, the same situation also like in BFME 2, the 1.00 version was quite broken, in which Gandalf was one-shotting Witch King and Nazgûs with the Easterly Light, and he was faster than them too on the Shadow Fax. He was faster than Nazgûs. You know, it was kind of broken. Lots of calf. What is this, man? The Goblin Town and the Rohirrim, you know, packed. The Hitler-Stalin pact. Let's go. Does he have glorious charge now? Yeah, that's gonna be a big one, boys. Watch this. Okay, the communication could be better because he didn't wait for the spider riders to be around. But that's gonna be big calf fight. Double glorious charge fiesta. Do it. Pikes are coming in clutch. Cripple on the enemy Theoden from Lords. This Lords, by the way, is from the right side team. This one is from from the left side team, from Sauron. He was able to lock down the enemy Theoden. Pikes are one-shotting him. Even with the damage reduction he receives, doesn't really matter. And that's a big loss for the right side team. Now they have the chance for a counter-attack. The Theoden is still remaining on the field. Lords is level 5, has leadership unlocked. It is coming in clutch from Mustafa on his horses and on his allies' heroes. And now Sauron can keep moving on. Keep pushing. There is Legolas hidden in the tree, by the way. Do you see this, guys? He was in the tree, completely hidden, invisible. And I mean, you need to see walkie-talkie. You need to see in BFME 1 when you play a 2v2 with Isengard and Rohan combination, and your ally is making Warg Riders, and you make Theoden. And they use whole ability and glorious charge from you while they are using whole ability. This looks phenomenal. Like the glow effect is so crazy because they are glowing from the hole plus from your glorious charge. This like looks very, very nutty. Level 6, by the way, this dude. Level 7 unlocks the arrow volley. There comes Thranduil. He's daddy. This game actually being the longest one in this best of 9 so far. So no fortress has been demolished yet, but destroyed yet, but it might be changed in a few seconds. Beautiful Hawk Strike coming in. Clash from Legolas. He needs to be careful though. Cripple will be used from Lords from Sauron, but he can't really approach this army, I mean these heroes, because this Legolas gonna melt you until you make it to him. And only he crippled Thranduil, which he shouldn't. He should be crippling this dude, I think, because I believe he's dealing more damage, constant damage, and also fast attack speed, so he can melt your units way faster. Okay. Hobbits from the Shire. They are coming from the inn in the middle. Where is the inn at? Here. No, where is the inn? It's an outpost. It's an outpost. There is an inn, okay. And there is an inn. Lords, be careful. Uh-oh. Can they fight this Rohirrim? I don't know. They are never shooting. They are always fighting with melee. Glorious charge is available for Mustafa, I mean. Legolas is here. He's being shot by the spider riders, but he's tanky, boy. Oh, arrow volley. Pew, pew, pew. The blue. I mean, it doesn't deal too much damage to them, to be honest with you. It actually killed nothing so far. But he keeps shooting from downtown, from all the way over here to this area. Legolas is like Hawkeye, you know? From Avengers. Never missing a shot. And it was so funny, you know, in the trilogy he never was running out of arrows, but in the Hobbit trilogy he did. It happened to him that he didn't have an arrow, and just like it was planned, because he could show us how much of a badass he was also with the knives in his hands, you know. Do you guys remember the moment he killed Azog's son, Bolg, in Hobbit? It was kind of crazy moves, you know, fleet footwork, bam, 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 in slow motion speed. But I had the feeling that he was kind of rude in the Hobbit trilogy. His face impression was looking more mad and aggressive, but in the trilogy of Lord of the Rings, he was looking more calm, more wise, more friendly. In the, you know, it was like a different person in the Hobbit trilogy. Legolas. I can, of course. It's not a big problem. Uh-oh. Camp mode enabled. Lots of spider riders, lots of them. And a couple of them are level 5 too, right? That's good. Level 5. Bunch of Rohirrim. What is the follow-up here? Armory for Isengard. And this man is going for more Rohirrim. Maybe also armory could be nice for the forge plates and heavy armor on the Rohirrim. Could be also nice. What's up, Frau? What's up? Yeah, wrong Shanks. In Helm's Deep, Legolas runs out of arrows and needs to draw his... Did he really run out of arrows and that's why he did it? Yeah, I know. Of course, there's a big difference in time, but still, you know, it was like a whole different person. He was so rude at the beginning towards the dwarves, you know. And, you know, all alone his acting, even towards Gandalf, not really respectful. But in the trilogy, it was a completely different person. Oh, we have Drogo. That's cool, man. Look at them. That's such a cool hero. I think that's the coolest hero in BFME 2. But I'm wondering why they didn't add Smaug. Why they add Drogo, who was not in the films, but then they could have added, you know, Smaug, who was in the films. Even though Smaug didn't really specifically belong to a faction. But I don't think Drogo was also in a faction. Dragons are actually solo fighters. They don't, I mean, to be honest, also Balrog doesn't really belong to Isengard. Or Mordor, you know. Balrog is also his own thing. Legolas never talked to Frodo. Yeah, he never, I think never, right? In the entire films, in the trilogy, he never talked to Frodo. That's kind of funny, dude. Oh, big fight here. Uh-oh. Lots of pikemen with forge plates and heavy armor. Very tanky front line. Back line, look at this. Oh my goodness. Stun them, you can't, you are level 1. Oh boy, Lurtz. From Sauron getting in safety. Lots of spider riders. Big commitment. He has armor on the fortress, by the way. It's gonna make it tanky, I'm assuming. But there are just too many units. Will this be enough? There comes the arrow volley from Legolas. Does he have rebuild from the spellbook? He might have it. But Sauron lost the fortress in the meantime. To the Rohirrim. Can they trade the fortress back? That's the big question. Sauron has been defeated in the meantime. Okay. Now they are trying to go 1-for-1. But can they do this? If this fails, the fortress with heavy armor, actually with armor around it, makes it quite tanky. You can see the damage differential. Like without the armor, this would be getting one-shotted. But with the armor, it's so tanky. There comes the Horn of Gondor from Boromir. You cannot move anymore. And the spider riders in bow mode, crushing everything. I mean, they keep going, the stable will be taken down, but as long as the fortress remains, everything is Gucci. Everything is good. Look, they will shoot now. Bam, 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 bam. The Spider Rider squad. Look, they one-shot Theorin for 285 resources. Here's Scavenger from the spellbook, that's why. And they're gonna call it, I believe. They're gonna call it GG. And Mustafa is the only man remaining. Now, who left the game? Nah, okay. So they left the game. Okay. GG, well played.